Hey, Mike! Where are
Hey,
you?
it's the moment everybody's been waiting for. We're back at a Disney theme park on the West Coast for the first time since March. I'm here on Buena Vista Street in Disney California Adventure, stepping in for the first time. I have not stepped this far yet, so you're all doing it with me.
Oh, we're all exploring together. That's really exciting. Although I did notice we had a lot of pictures on our Twitter this morning, so I guess you went in and came out, which is okay.
Nope, that's
Okay.
not what happened. There's a long, involved story about that, and I feel like I do want to rant about it, but I do also instead want to just appreciate being in here for a bit first.
Well, we'll save the rant. All right.
Okay.
So you're there. You're enjoying. Just tell us what we're seeing.
Oh gosh, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas here on Buena Vista Street. You can see a lot of people lining up to get into the shops, and this scene looks familiar here from our Laughing Place live streams.
Oh yes. Is he running? Is it on?
I can't tell, and they got me social distance here.
Okay. I can see you. Hi, Mike.
Yeah. It's hard to tell from here. Sorry, I'm looking at the display there. Can I take a quick look? Where am I looking, DB?
So trains will just go by every now and then.
Yeah, I don't see it.
That's okay. Not the most important thing in the world.
Sorry. All right, let's get back at it.
Hi, Gloria. Hi, Tammy. Thanks for joining us. By the way, if anyone has any questions about what's going on Buena Vista Street, any comments, any requests, please put them in the comments. We'll do our best to help you out.
So there is no Christmas tree in Buena Vista Street, which is odd.
Yeah, they needed it over at Rockefeller Center.
Yeah, I guess so. Instead, we've got some, it looks like just some red and yellow flowers here.
Quite pretty. I did notice a social distancing sign there. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Just a reminder. Okay.
Oh, I think we should visit Walt and Mickey over here, the storytellers statue.
Which has been recently restored to its original glory. Along with partners in California, which we can't see yet.
Surprisingly, there's no line to take a picture with them or anything, but yeah, there they are.
They look good. $40 a dream.
All right, where do we want to go first? We got the whole run of part of this park.
So let's go left.
Okay, we'll go
Like
left.
Going into Hollywood. It's amazing right here. It feels like the park's open because you don't really see the attraction.
It feels like rope drop. It feels like before rope drop because they got all the different areas roped off.
I need to ask you, Mike, how does it feel to be back in the park?
It feels really great. I wish it hadn't come after such a frustrating morning, but I don't know. Just being in here, it washes all that away pretty quickly. So,
guys, I would imagine. Does it feel like you're at a shopping mall, or does it feel like you're in DCA and the park is open?
It feels like DCA, but yeah, it's weird not to be able to go past this point here.
So right there before off the page, that's where the magic ends.
Yeah, you can see the rope across. What do they call this street? Is this Sunset, or I think this is Hollywood Boulevard?
I think so.
Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
Whoa, where'd that voice come from?
And we got the red car trolley parked here.
Mike Celestino is the person in the park. I'm Doobie Mosley, Northern California. Also in Florida is Tony. Hey, say hi, Tony.
Everybody. Hello.
But we don't matter. There's the red car trolley all decked out for Christmas. So it wasn't on Buena Vista Street like it was a couple weeks ago. They've parked it here on Hollywood Boulevard.
Correct. They got it out. It's kind of like a little photo op here if you wanted to stand where I'm standing and get your picture taken in front of the trolley from like 25 feet away.
Now we have a question. How long after you got your text and got in the real line did it take for you to get in?
Way shorter than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like another hour, which I was ready to wait through, but I think it was like 25 minutes or something.
Not bad. Thank you, Cameron. They have what sounds like the normal audio loop going, background music?
Yes, I believe so.
Schmoozies and Churro Card, Hollywood Studios.
Oh, so people are allowed to walk that way. Where are they going to go, though? How far? I wonder what's happening there.
I know they have that other shop over there, but they don't allow access from inside, right?
The old Muppet Vision, which is now Philhar Magic, that queue area, I think, also offers seating, so maybe that's what it is.
Oh, okay. This is just going to a seating area right here?
That's where they're coming on out from the city.
I gotcha. Thank you. So this is like the exit from the Award Wieners seating area, which we can go into right over here. So this is the Sunset Showcase Theater, where ordinarily you would see Mickey's Philhar Magic.
Happy birthday.
Wow, it's crazy to be back here after so long.
When you get a chance, as you pass them, we have someone, Tammy from Down Under, what popcorn buckets do they have now? Barb is happy you made it in.
I will take a look.
And Spanky78 misses Muppet Vision.
Oh, yes, me too.
So just to clarify, Spanky, the area is open for shopping and dining only. It's an extension of downtown Disney. It is not open as a theme park.
Okay, so you can come in here. They've got the tables more physically distanced apart. And then when you exit, here's more signage about the safety restrictions and stuff. And then when you exit, you go out this way. Oh, look, this is like Guardians of the Galaxy language, I think.
That was graffiti, so I'm glad you clarified.
All right, so we can't go any further into Hollywood Land.
So let's see. So on the right, Award Wieners, is it open?
Award Wieners is open, yes, correct. I believe they're doing mobile orders, and I guess it is also available for walk-up.
And then there's a shop next to it called, I can't remember, Tony. Gone Hollywood.
Gone Hollywood.
Right there.
Is it open?
Let's check on that. First, I'm just going to pass the camera around over here by this. They put tables and umbrellas by the restrooms over here by off the page. Off the page is not open.
They make lots of place to relax and sit socially distanced. They've done it well.
Sorry, we're closed. Hello again.
Sighting?
What's that?
We got another mic sighting though, so it's cool.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, so this is more of a seating area now. And then we'll go across the street, get another look at Award Wieners there.
Original DCA eating establishment.
And Gone Hollywood is not open, but they do have a Christmas display in the window here.
Interesting. It's not open. And what about the Soap Opera Bistro on the other side? Is that open?
Soap Opera Bistro? I don't know where that is.
Sorry, this Disney Junior used to be Soap Opera Bistro.
Okay, I was confused. I was like, I don't know that one. Yeah, it's before my time. More tables though by
No
the
Bobby
Disney Junior.
Spencer.
theater. You can either stand at a table here with some nice mini holiday decorations, or you can sit at one of these tables because there's no shows going on in the theater. And more seating outside for Carthay Circle Restaurant.
So this is the Carthay Circle outdoor seating. Do you have any specifics on exactly how it works there?
I don't, but we're going to pass by the entrance, so maybe we can find out.
Okay.
Here it says seating for Carthay Circle. Please see the host at the front of the restaurant. Thank you.
And this theater is obviously modeled after the theater where the Pixar film Snow White debuted way back.
Pretty interesting how they've expanded the outdoor seating here.
I've seen a couple of cameras. Does it seem like there's quite a few vloggers there today?
Yes, in fact, I know for a fact that there are because I've seen a bunch of them. I'm not sure if they're seating people up on the balcony, though. It's hard to tell from right here.
Good question. I was going to say yell up there, but that's not a good idea.
I can't tell. I don't see anyone up there. And then we are approaching the circle in Carthay Circle.
Just to let you guys know, for some of those questions that Mike's not able to answer right now, he'll be doing yeoman's work, finding out everything, and we'll have an article with all the details later on LP.
Did I miss a question?
No, just like the specific of Carthay Circle, the upstairs. Okay.
Carthay Circle.
Have you seen anyone walking around crying? Because she says she's going to be a mess when she visits tomorrow.
I have not seen that.
People seem jovial.
So let's find out how the process works here.
That would be great.
Can you give me a walkthrough of how the process works to? Can you give me a walkthrough of how the process works to have a reservation?
So to get on the wait list here for this location is you have to sign up with a cast member. It's all done through a mobile wait list system, and then once you get on the wait list, when you're called back, you have about 15 minutes.
So just like in downtown Disney, how you would have.
Downtown, the only thing we don't have is like the QR code for this location. So you have to physically.
You have to talk to a cast member, great, and then you can view the menu by doing this QR code here. Okay. So I think, did you guys hear that?
Yes, we did. That was great. Thanks so much, Mike.
And then there's a menu available if you scan this QR. And there's a check-in kiosk right here. Hand sanitizer station. More health and safety reminders. I love the atmosphere around here. As a fan of old Hollywood.
And those are the people, I guess, socially distancing, waiting their turn. Yeah. I said 39. Shameful. 1937.
All right. Let's see. Then we got the attraction wait times board is over here.
Now that would make me cry. 8 months and counting.
Earlier we tweeted a photo of this, and a couple of them said 120 minutes down here, but they have since corrected that. Everything just says temporarily closed. Check back later. So I'll ask in a couple hours if any of the rides have opened up.
Troublemaker.
Bye Bugs Life.
But something exciting is coming. It's actually there already.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look at that in a minute. Oh, here's the Mickey version of that mini tabletop cloth thing.
It's amazing how not crowded it is inside, considering knowing how many people wish they were in right now.
Right. Yeah, I think from what I can tell, they're doing a very good job of not filling it up with too many people.
And there's no restriction once you're in, right? They're not like hunting you down after an hour and saying, get out.
I believe there is no time limit because in the little speech they gave us this morning, the guy was like, once you're done, you can leave to make room for other people. That would be great. But he didn't he didn't say, we're going to stamp your hand and do like the Galaxy's Edge thing where you only have 3 hours or whatever.
Well, that's the queue for the little snack station there.
Yep, there is a queue for the beverage and snacks. You get a jumbo turkey leg, an angry dog. Oh, so they got the angry dog from Pixar Pier. Or you just get a regular hot dog.
I like my dog's angry.
And of course, all your ice cream favorites.
So I'm gonna have to ask you.
Sure, sorry. I got too close.
It's cool to see the tables here. I mean, just the thought of eating on this road is kind of special. So
I can't hear you because of the waterfall, but I think you're talking about the seating that they put here next to Grizzly Peak.
Right. Kind of neat. And not busy. Jimbo, don't tell me now.
Now I'm the sad one. Go back to the bear.
It's pretty great to be in this spot again as well.
Swoon. Swoon. Like a heart eye emoji. However kids want to describe it nowadays.
What's that, Tony?
Doobie's making fun of me because I said swoon because I swoon over that mountain.
Oh, there's a crane back there. What's going on back there?
They're bringing the Caterpillar tractors
look how much
back.
progress they've made. It's crazy.
Wow. I guess we're going to get construction update too today. What are we looking at, Mike?
That is Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure dead ahead as part of Avengers Campus, which would have been open by now had the year gone as we all wished it would have.
Indeed. But
Wow,
it is currently ready and will be opening, right? Whenever this park opens, that should be perhaps a part of it.
I would hope so. But they've made so much progress on it since the last time I was here. It's like night and day, really.
Full quarter. Very excited for Avengers Campus. Do have a tear in my eye for the tractors, though.
So this is as far as we can go down this path. We stop outside of the Blue Sky Cellar.
You can see the entrance to Cars Land and Bodine Bakery. If you go all the way to the left, can you actually see Pixar Pier?
I believe we can. I'm gonna go around these folks here. Yeah, you can see over to the Incredicoaster. Pixar Pier. I can see Luxo Jr. there. Somewhere around here.
Christmas music?
Yeah, I think that's the Cars Land Christmas loop going.
Tractors just wait. Oh, the tractors are still there, so I don't miss them anymore. Just waiting to be ridden.
And you can still preview Pixar Pier in the Blue Sky Zone. But it's not open, so you can't.
They never changed. Did they ever put Marvel, the Avengers Campus in there?
Nope. I was expecting them to, but it never happened, and it's probably not going to happen now.
Yeah, that looked like Peter Serretta.
That was Peter Serretta.
Please do not report there, ma'am.
Oh, gosh. Somebody just got yelled at for taking some video over the wall of Avengers Campus, and it wasn't me, so I feel good about that.
And it wasn't Peter either, just since I said his name. I don't want to get him in trouble.
It was not Peter Serretta either.
Wow. Vigilant. So along this way, you can go up to Seasons of the Vine. Nope, that's not what it's called anymore. Blue Sky Cellar. And they have the drink cart and lots of seats. Lots of shade too, which is nice.
I'm gonna have to get back in touch with you after I pass the waterfall again. It's like radio silence. It's like the dark side of the moon kind of thing.
I hope he comes out the other end.
Apollo Mike C. Losing radio contact.
What time does it close tonight, Mike? Do you know?
You know what? I don't know that. I should have looked into that, but I thought
Tony's on it.
I thought I'd be in at 10 a.m. and we spend a few hours here. And
Just curious because, after dark, you tend to turn lights on, and that can be pretty at Christmas time.
that is true. That is true. All right, now we're heading into Grizzly Peak Airfield.
Buena Vista Street will be open until 8 p.m. tonight.
Oh, so we hopefully will get some nice, pretty Christmas lights tonight.
Got Willie's Churro stand, which is open and operating.
Very organized for social distancing.
Yes, I think they're doing a pretty good job. And I think when we got that briefing this morning before they let the line in, the cast member did let us know that they're using this as a good way to prove that they're able to open responsibly and safely here at the Disneyland Resort. So I'm very glad to see everybody following the mask and the social distancing rules and everything. And I have felt pretty safe so far. And I've been to some other theme park openings that didn't make me feel as safe. So.
Let's see. Tink 25 Bell. No, unfortunately, the park is not open. Parts of it are open for shopping and dining, but no attractions. It's an extension of downtown Disney right now. We don't have any idea what the capacity is, do we?
I have no idea. We were trying to guess that this morning, and I think we guessed around 1,000, but I don't know. It feels like less than that. It feels like fewer people than that are here, but maybe I'm wrong.
And Barb wants to know what kind of churros does Willie's have, so maybe on your way out you can document.
Sure. No problem. Oh, we were also looking for popcorn buckets, so I got to do that too.
Right, so the fly-in by it looks like is not open on your left.
No, this is they've got benches in front of the entrance and they've got the door pulled down and everything. So this gift shop is not.
It's also
open.
called Humphreys now.
It's not the fly-in by anymore?
It changed all that, yeah.
I feel so proud just copying that out there so easily, and now you tell me it's wrong.
Yet somehow we all knew what you meant. So,
and we got more tables and umbrellas in front of the entrance to Soarin'.
Lori Jean says the Death Wheel was moving this week. I'm guessing she's referring to the Pixar Pal Around.
Oh yeah, the scariest attraction in all of Disneyland Resort.
No argument here.
I would argue it's the scariest attraction in all of Disney parks.
that may very well be true.
Have you both done the swinging buckets?
Oh yeah.
Regrettably, yes.
I never have.
They're terrifying.
My friends have footage that I instructed them to keep under lock and key, and it will never see the light of day.
Barb, to answer your question, I think at some point we're going to kind of take a break. Mike's going to tell us about his experience this morning, and that'll help give you some advice as to how to approach tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I hope they handle it better tomorrow. I really do. I hope they have learned at least part of a lesson from this.
We're choosing to segment that from all the positive vibes of visiting.
Yeah. I'm noticing all sorts of details that I don't usually stop and appreciate when we're here in normal time.
I'm just so surprised at how empty it is. I mean, I truly assumed there would just be people just like grabbing a seat and hanging out in every corner.
Right.
So, Mike, you're noticing all the majestic beauty that's around that area?
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
You
Okay.
might say that. John here.
So the magic stops here this way as you approach this part. What would we call this?
It's more of Grizzly Peak, I think, going up to the Grizzly River Run that way and to the entrance to Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa.
Former home of Minnie's Earhart right there on the right.
Do we think when Grand Californian, the DVC Villa is open, they'll connect it?
I was wondering that too. And it seems like these are additional benches, right? Like it seems like more benches there than usual. So maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe these benches are always there. I don't know.
What's the opening date for that, Tony?
December 5th.
Oh, special day.
Okay, do we want to stop and do the rant now? Where would be a good place to do it?
It's a nice view.
Yeah, maybe we'll go back down to Carthay Circle and I'll do it there with the weenie.
As you go out, Smoke Jumpers was open, right?
Smoke Jumpers is open, yes, for both walk-up and mobile ordering.
What was its original name? It's escaping me right now.
Taste Pilots Grill.
Taste Pilots, that's right.
Tony, an expert on all things DCA. Lori said she's been hearing the Disneyland Railroad from the Matter Cam at Howard Johnson Hotel and Water Park. The Matter Cam is a lot of fun. They're a former sponsor of ours, so I have no trouble saying, check out Howard Johnson Anaheim. Check out the Matter Cam that they have. They're a great spot for Disney fans.
Former sponsor? What happened?
What? They're just not a current sponsor.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm just wondering why they stopped sponsoring.
Okay.
So they ask you if you got standby or mobile order as you enter in.
I really like that dress. I saw her on Twitter this morning and it really stood out.
No, you're good. Don't worry. You're okay. Thanks for visiting Grizzly Peak.
I still call it Condor Flats.
As you should.
As we know, I'm usually a stickler for nomenclature, but that's the one I'll still call Condor Flats and expect everybody to know what I'm talking about.
You still call it the Bountiful Family Farm. Bountiful Valley Farm too, don't you?
Every now and then, yeah.
All right. I'm going to stop over here.
A Stray Cat, to answer your question, we're about to take a quick break. Mike's going to talk about his experience getting in today, others he's talked to, and maybe help you out with that question on how to arrive tomorrow.
Trying to find a good place where there's not too many people around. Stop right here. All right, I'm gonna switch my camera around here.
All right.
Okay. So, I had asked earlier in the week if we should get here early, and I think it was decided that it was best to kind of get the full experience of like waiting in line and stuff and doing whatever virtual queue they had in place. And the choice was made to leave Burbank around 8 a.m., which we did. We got here, it was like 8:50 when we pulled up, and my wife dropped me off on Harbor Boulevard, where we saw on Twitter on the way down that people were lining up on Harbor to get in this morning. So it was 8:50 when I got in line. And then my wife went over to the Simba lot, which we knew would be opening later on, but they did open it earlier than expected. So they opened the Simba parking lot at like 9:10 or something. And then my wife was in line over there by like 9:15. So she was in line like roughly half an hour after I got in line. Okay. So then it gets to be like 9:30-ish, and they start letting people in, I believe on both sides, although I could not see the front of my line because the line on the Harbor Boulevard side had started forming, I think, around like 4 a.m., and it was many hundreds of people deep. So even though the line on the west side of the resort had just started forming, and the line on the east side had been forming for like 5 hours at that point, they let both in at the exact same time. And my wife, who had just gotten in line, she was one of the first people into the park. So she was getting in with the people who were waiting since like 4 a.m. And then by the time I got in, capacity had already been reached at DCA, and they started doing the virtual queue, which I signed up for immediately, and it told me I had 250 groups in front of me, so I knew it was going to be a long wait. But it ended up being, I think there was like a 3.5 hour and a little bit more difference between her entry time and my entry time, and she had gotten in line a half an hour after me. So you guys do the math. It was very frustrating, and she was incredibly nice enough to take a bunch of photos, and we tweeted them all out on the Laughing Place Twitter channel and stuff. But I would say if they're going to continue doing it this way, they got to figure out a way to get people into the park in the order that they were in line, because it seems unfair that if you just happen to be at the Simba parking lot right when it opens, you have a huge advantage over the people who had been waiting for a much longer time over on Harbor Boulevard. And that's my rant. And it was frustrating in the moment, but it's over now, and I'm like willing to get past it. But it was a frustrating morning, I guess you could say.
So, some things to keep in mind for those listening. Obviously, today's day one. So many people want to be here on day one. I don't know that the demand's going to be the same. And of course, it's day one for Disney as well. So I'm sure they're working out exactly how to do this. And a reminder, it does cost now to park in the Simba lot. Did you have to pay today, Mike, $10 to park in Simba?
It's $10 to park in the Simba lot, yeah.
So yeah, this is the beginning of that. So keep that in mind. And so based on today, we'd say park in Simba. But again, this is day one. Who knows how Disney might adjust things.
But even like saying to park in Simba is good advice, but you have to time it. You have to time it like exactly right, because sometimes you could get there and they won't let you in because they're not open yet. And you have to like circle around or something, and then by the time you come back, a huge line might have formed of cars waiting to get in.
Oh, so they don't let you actually line up at the lot. You have to.
I've seen both. I've seen it happen both ways. So I can't provide really good advice about that. I've seen them let all the cars line up down Disneyland Drive, and then I've seen them make people like pass the entrance and come back later. So,
but the good news is, as I said, this is the first day. Mike went to Simba when it opened, got his return time, and was in the park by about 1:30. So,
yeah, I mean, you know what? Honestly, like if we hadn't split up, I would never have known about that weird discrepancy. But we thought it would be advantageous for me to get in line first on Harbor because everybody was lining up there, and I thought, okay, she's gonna go and park in the Simba lot, and then they're going to send her down to get in the same line that I am. at the back, but that's not what happened. They just like let both lines into the park at the same time, which is a mistake in my opinion. But I don't know. I think they'll probably smooth things out a little bit, like you're saying.
A couple of kiddos ask if Main Street will open. Disney has said nothing, zero, about Disneyland Park itself opening in a similar way as this is. So, if anyone out there has any questions or comments, anything you'd like to see, like those cool Monsters Inc. canisters, perhaps?
Now, Mike, the $10 to park, that was with or without annual pass, correct?
Correct. They are not accepting any kind of annual pass as payment for parking at the Simba parking lot.
When was the last time you had to pay to park at the Disneyland Resort, Mike?
What's that?
When was the last time you had to pay to park at the Disneyland Resort?
Oh, a few years ago, because I used to have the annual pass without the parking. Actually, like there was an overlap there where I started doing this job at a different website, and I would find parking off site and walk about 20 minutes down harbor to get here, because I didn't want to pay whatever it was at the time, $15 or whatever every time. But then I did upgrade to the pass that included parking, and I've had that since.
We had someone ask if there was any exclusive merchandise. You haven't heard anything like that, have you?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Can we go through the shops, though? I have heard cool stuff.
Every shop has a line. Do you want to wait in the line?
Nope.
Okay. These are all people waiting to get in the 5 and dime right now.
Okay. So we cannot go in the shops.
Is the shop, because they're all contiguous, are they all considered one? Like one line gets you into all of them?
I believe this line that we're looking at right now will get you into the 5 and dime right here, and then you can walk through the Big Top Toys over to Elias and Company on that side, and then the other side actually goes in the opposite direction. So you head down that way and you enter over by Starbucks, and then I think you can make your way back north from there.
So just to say again, because I keep seeing people saying in the comments, so the park is not open. This is strictly for shopping and dining, part of the park. Disneyland Park itself is not open in any way. The hotels are not open yet. They have announced that the DVC wing of Disney California Grand Californian will be opening on December 5th, but nothing else about hotel openings. Downtown Disney remains open, and that is the extent of Disneyland Resort being open right now.
Nice quiet corner over here by the guest relations, which is not open.
That's interesting.
See, like these little mosaics. I've never stopped and looked at these before, which are very nice.
It reminds me of California.
It does.
Now we have a question. Have you seen any characters like Not Sad?
That was another thing that we were told actually before we were admitted into the resort this morning, where that Mickey and Minnie were still on vacation or whatever. I forget his exact wording, but there are no characters around yet.
That's funny.
I like that mosaic had the Griffith Observatory in it.
Yeah, or some kind of observatory. I don't know. If
that's something I've never noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First aid is also closed, so don't stub your toe. Disney Brothers.
Kind of ironic.
Are the lockers closed? I can't think of any reason lockers would be open right now.
Why? To hold the abundance of merchandise you'll get, as this extension of the downtown Disney district is for shopping.
I'm looking across there, and there's a big sign that's like the No Ghosts logo without the ghost, and it says lockers not available.
Wonderful. There's no Christmas music in Buena Vista Street, right?
There is music playing, but I'm having trouble hearing it over the crowd noise.
Can you ask them to be
no,
quiet?
it's just. I think it's just the regular kind of old timey mix loop that's usually playing here.
It sounded like down by Carthay earlier, or maybe that was Hollywoodland. but it did sound like there was definitely some kind of Christmas music.
Maybe. I got to get a better listen as we go along. Here's looking to Oswald's gift shop.
Why, that's a lot of Oswald stuff.
I wonder, has that just been sitting there since March? I wonder how that all works.
Yeah, that's a good question. Did they change any of that out since the park closed? And this is where people come in when you get through the virtual queue. There's an open gate beyond all the ticket booths and stuff, beyond all the ticket scanning booths. The gate is open right here where people come in. You can see people walking in right now. And then the exit is on the exact opposite side, where all these people are walking out right there. So as people leave, they let more people in.
And no turnstile usage.
No.
Are you planning on eating or anything while you're there, Mike?
My wife did get a mobile order of a burger and fries from Smoke Jumpers, but I can't eat, unfortunately, in general. So
No Carthay Circle for you? Nice date afternoon?
no, I don't think we're going to be able to go in there.
Do you know the rules on making reservations? Do you have to be in the park already? Not reservations, but the dining time?
I actually tweeted out a notification that we got about that, and I forget what the exact wording was, but if you go on the Laughing Place Twitter and scroll back a couple hours, there was a notification about how that all worked that came from the app. And this is the exit of this side of the shops on Buena Vista Street. You can see the Christmas tree in here with all the tinsel on it. There it goes. Hey, we're going to get a nice view as the door opens.
They said placing a mobile order at Smoke Jumpers or Award Wieners will not grant you access.
Right.
I assume, okay.
You can't work around the virtual queue by doing that.
And then for Carthay, the cast member there said you had to actually go talk to somebody at the door, right?
Yes. There's no QR code that lets you make your own reservation at the Carthay Circle restaurant.
Okay.
You have to personally speak to a cast member about that.
And presumably you have to then stay in the park until your time is there. Presumably. Oh, okay. So I don't know if this is possible. Might be hard. Someone really wants to know the funnel cake fries they have at Award Wieners.
Well, I guess it would depend if somebody has bought them.
From 6 feet away.
Yeah, exactly. But we do need to look for the popcorn buckets because somebody asked about that.
So this line on the right is to get into that side of the street.
Yeah, let's take a look at where these people are going in.
So guest relations, the building might not be open, but they're definitely out there.
Oh yeah, I see a lot of cast members around. Okay, so this, what's that?
I'm curious if the Starbucks or the ice cream or anything's open as well.
So the line wraps around here by Trolley Treats and then around to the entrance to Elysian Arcade and Clarabelle's ice cream. The doors for Clarabelle's ice cream are closed. We go in here through the Elysian Arcade and that'll send you all the way through this row of shops on this the west side of Buena Vista Street, and then Starbucks is also open.
So they're treating it separately, even though they're technically connected by Clarabelle's.
Is this the entrance to Starbucks right here? Okay, I'm going to take a peek inside Starbucks. Thank you.
What do they call this? The piggy store?
Fiddler, Fifer, and Practical Cafe.
So I'm in Starbucks now, and there's not much of a crowd inside here. No wait really.
Never seen Starbucks have the smallest crowd at a park.
Do they still have the Tower of Terror picture up in here?
Where would that have been?
I think it's to the right.
Let's see.
It's for the sisters playing at the Tip Top Club.
This is the South Seas Club.
So that's the Rocketeer one. Because the South Seas Club is in the Rocketeer.
Okay.
Yeah, they must have taken it down.
Wait.
Or is that it right
looking at
there?
the art on the wall. So we got Carthay Circle Theater, and then what's that one all the way on the right there? I can't read the whole thing.
I
But
can't tell either.
yeah. I can't get any further, or I would go look.
Because I know when I went last time, even though Guardians had been open, they still had advertising the Tip Top Club at
Yeah.
the Tower of Terror.
Mike, Cameron's asking, was there a time limit from when you got your text when you had to be back to get in the park?
Yes, you have an hour window to check back in, but then after you check in, you still have to wait in another standby line to get into the park itself, and it took me about 25 minutes to get through that line.
Those are the original "You Are Here" mugs that Starbucks offered. Not really. I'm just making that up.
The Brits.
Tubi had a face like, is he joking?
So I don't know if we'll be able to get the person who asked for the fries, if we'll be able to get a picture of them, but they are available on the mobile ordering. What are they called again? Apple pie funnel cake fries. So
They do have the Starbucks California Adventure mugs.
Do they have the tumbler?
I'm not seeing the tumbler.
There's a ceramic tumbler that also advertises the Avengers Campus on it.
Let me see. I don't see it. Not from what I can tell.
Erica, the water.
People are
Erica's
picking up
water
their-
ready.
I'm getting in people's way here.
you really
So
need
then
to-
you have to exit over here.
Did she go to Starbucks just to order a water?
Erica?
Yeah,
water?
Erica, I think just got a water.
I'm glad they have it, but I'd rather them keep it private.
Apparently, Starbucks water is in hot demand because it's triple filtered.
Is it really? Or
Yep,
you making
little known
stuff?
fact. Nope,
that
that is. I was told that by some Starbucks baristas before, so I preach it as gospel.
That's one for Fiddler, one for Pfeiffer, and one for Practical, I believe. Each
Yep.
have their own.
Well, of course, Practicals is the air filter because it couldn't blow down. So
All right, what are we thinking? Oh, we got to check the popcorn buckets. I still forget to do that every single time.
We will end the stream without checking the popcorn bucket.
Heading over there right now. I don't know. I don't think they have any specialty buckets right now, from what I can see.
All the palm trees and everything, it really feels like California.
There's Walt and Mickey again.
Bubble wants to know, is there a limit to how long you can stay on Buena Vista Street? Do you want to answer that one again, Mike?
I do not believe there is a limit. I believe there are people in here who were among some of the first to enter this morning, including my wife. So they have not imposed any limits that I'm aware of. I don't see any popcorn buckets.
Okay.
Barb still wants to know about the churro flavors also at Willie's.
Okay, yeah, well, I was just by there.
Willie's Churros. Tony, do you know what Willie's Churros is a reference to?
Steamboat Willie.
Thank you. That should have gone without saying.
That's why I didn't say it. I thought that.
I represent the lower 1% of our audience here.
The California winds.
asking how people are dressed. I'm guessing it's about 65, 70.
Yeah, there's a lot of Spirit jerseys out.
I think Mike's used up his speaking potion for the day.
I think he might not be able to hear us over the wind.
Yeah, so whenever I walk by any kind of like water feature, it's tough to hear you guys.
Sure, at the backside of the moon.
Does that make us Gary Sinise down at Mission Control?
You're at the very least, you're Ed Harris.
Dewey's Ed Harris. I'm Gary Sinise. That's how we're playing it.
Mike, your friend John Allen Hale wants to know if you can see the Cars land.
Yes. Oh, John. How's it going, John?
For those that don't know, can you give a quick, after checking out the churros, let people know who John Allen Hale is?
So let's see. It just says churro, $4.75. There is a line to get churros.
Just make sure they don't think you're cutting them.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I just, but to me, it's just like is there like a normal flavor of churro?
There is.
Okay.
Just cinnamon churro.
I believe that it's just the original flavor of churro.
Yeah.
So let's go see the Cars Land sign for our friend John Allen Hale. And after this stream is over, you should go type into YouTube Laps LAPS documentary, and you can watch a 17-minute documentary that I made about my friend John, who has the world record for most times, I believe, on any Disney ride. I could be wrong about that. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, John. But definitely the most times ever on Radiator Springs Racers. He's gone, I think, more than 12,000 times.
I hope that's the record.
Barb also wants to thank you for being there for the moment she can't be there for. She really appreciates it, Mike.
Of course, I've been counting down the seconds until I could go back into a Disney park. So I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled to be able to do that as part of my job. Here's another look at Avengers Campus behind these gates here. You can see the top of that attraction where the bugs, It's Tough to Be a Bug theater used to be.
John says that he's ridden 12,737 times, although he hasn't ridden it in a while. Tony, do you want to talk about where Runaway Railway is going?
Yeah, I was just going to jump in on that. Tammy said Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will be at DCA. It's actually going into Toontown at Disneyland, and I believe right now it's scheduled for 2023. But it's not going to be a California Adventure. It's going to be in the land that the Toons built. That's always been there. That's how Walt figured out where he would put Disneyland, according to legend. But it'll be in Toontown at Disneyland.
Legend? What legend are you referring to?
According to Disney legend and lore,
if it's truth,
Toontown has always been there.
One day they were digging,
and Mickey showed Walt where to put Disneyland.
I'm going to try to cover the glare here a little bit. Let's see. There we go.
Effective.
So, unfortunately, they have not decorated the Cars Land billboard there for the holiday season.
They haven't put a sweater on it or anything.
Well, they do change it every year to seasons speedings or whatever. This year they did not do that.
Vicky, it's not open for normal. Part of it is open for dining and shopping at the extension of downtown Disney, but the theme park as such is not open. But that's today, and that's why we're here on Buena Vista Street. Open my
Sorry.
Keep going.
Got some custodial coming through.
They're allowed to go on the other side of the rope.
Yep. All right. Any other requests?
Yes, go find that custodian person and find out if you can jump into their trash bin and go see the rest of the park.
And ride all the rides.
One of the great
They're all
things
operating, right?
One of the great things about them opening up this is in all reality, they've had to cut back so much on employment at the Disneyland Resort, but as a result of opening up these sections, some people have been able to come back to work, and of course that's good for everyone. Someone asked if the shops are open in Hollywoodland. No, Off the Page was not open. Gone Hollywood was not open. Award Wieners was the only location open in the Hollywood section. But Mike couldn't hear that because
he's by a waterfall.
I got little bits of it.
One of the most beautiful waterfalls in the park, I might add, but a loud one at that.
Is there a more beautiful waterfall in the park?
The one on the other side of Grizzly Peak is part of the scenic
That's
bypass.
a cool waterfall, yeah, agreed.
I missed the waterfall under the heliostat in the giant sun.
I liked the way that one was animated. I didn't like that the centerpiece looked like a hubcap, but.
And then the way that the heliostat's always angled to focus the sun right on it.
That was really cool too.
For a couple
Most people didn't grasp that though.
They hyped it like crazy. It was just too bad. But that was a whole different DCA. This is a whole new place. There was no Buena Vista Street. There was a Golden Gate Bridge back then.
I feel like I'm in the minority, but I missed that.
Oh, you might be, but I am too.
Okay.
The postcard entrance. Did you like the postcard entrance, Tony?
I loved the postcard entrance.
Yeah.
I want to go to Sacramento just to see the letters.
We did that, and it was pretty awesome. It was really awesome, actually.
Although I still like the irony of Newsom telling parks they're staying closed while in front of them.
Yeah, I doubt he knew.
A couple of months ago.
Yeah. Oh, man. I hate to end this stream as we are now at the most viewers we've had for the entire time.
Oh, well, I mean, we could take some more questions or requests or something. I don't have anywhere to
Do
be.
another lap. Go.
It's clear we have some people on who weren't on before, so let's just do it again.
Okay, we'll go back to Grizzly Peak then, and if anything pops up in the comments, let me know, and I'll run wherever.
Bubba wants to know if you've seen Francisco the Park Cat. I feel like there's more than just Francisco.
Yeah, so the place where I always see the cats is not accessible because there's a rope that prevents us from going down that far down this path. But I'm sure he's around.
Greg would also like to, and I know we just went the opposite end way again, but if you could see the seating at Carthays, the exterior seating, but we'll get there again.
Yes, we'll do that again.
Hang tight, Greg.
I'm very proud of my son for saying do some more laps.
Now, is he referring to the documentary or the cats?
Because the cats lap up milk? Is that what you're going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's my son. He's not clever enough to do that because I'm not.
Maybe Francisco is ordering just a plain milk at Starbucks with Erica's water.
Was that a tattoo reference?
No, it's a reference to the order that got called out at Starbucks a little bit ago.
Oh, okay. Because you like just the plane. I'm like, the plane.
No, just plain milk.
Okay.
Francisco the cat. Gosh, why do I have to explain jokes?
You chose an idiot for a friend. So we are over again at the Fly-In By, which is not open.
And not called the Fly-In By anymore.
That's the restroom.
Okay, I'll wait here. And then when you guys come on.
Are they playing or are they selling things? Oh, that's a guest. Never mind. Sorry. I thought that's a guest member.
Yeah. A lot of plaids around here.
I like how the plaids are having a conversation, but very clearly social distancing from each other.
So the place where I always see the cats is around the corner here before you get to the lockers for Grizzly River Run. But we can't go there right now. Maybe, like you said, maybe when the villas open up, we can walk further down this path.
Again, that is just conjecture. We do not know if this pathway will be
I said
open.
maybe.
But okay. I suspect along, and I think Mike agrees with me that it might be, especially as they're laying out more benches and stuff. But we don't know for sure.
But Bubba does say that's the place. So maybe you guys will meet watching cats there someday.
In every walk with nature, one receives a view of a park cat.
And then what was the other thing? Oh, Carthay Circle seating.
Yeah,
We'll go by there.
The other way. So that's how far you can go down this section of the park, which has a name.
The Grizzly Peak Airfield.
Thank you.
It's the current name.
I'm guessing Soarin' over California on the left is not available.
No, we can't go on Soarin', unfortunately.
And that hasn't been available for a while because right now it's soaring over the world.
I don't know. I think I remember going on Soarin' over California last year right here.
Oh, okay. But the sign says around the world. That's what I'm going by.
I'm just saying they did bring it back. They have brought it
I know
back.
it had been back. I didn't know if it would have been what it is, if it would have still been California now.
That's true. That is true.
Nice 360, Mike. That was cool.
Oh, thanks. Getting the hang of this new gimbal.
Did you name this one too?
I think I did. I said Barney gimbal.
Okay. And Jeremiah's is Board gimbal, and mine is Proctor and gimbal.
That's pretty good. Those are all
I
pretty
like
good.
that one. Mine is, what is ours again? Oh, Richard Gimbal.
Oh, Richard, that might be my favorite.
Is that the Fugitive?
Yes.
The Fugitive.
So I preach Old Tower of Terror a lot, but I do enjoy the Guardians ride. But this is why I don't like Guardians Tower. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. That view is just ruined.
I'm with you on that. I do like the Guardians Mission Breakout attraction, but I do understand that complaint.
Like you have this beautiful building with a giant oil rig looking thing right behind it. Not oil rig, oil refinery.
On your way over, can we see the ride board again? To see if anything changed?
Yes, let's go by there.
They said check back later.
Oh yeah, we got to see. Maybe they're open now.
For those of you who wanted a serious walk through the park, we invite you to watch the first half hour. Victor A. just got back from a week at Disney World, said it's not the same as Disneyland. While I think he knows what it means, right now we're thrilled it's not the same as Disneyland. Wow.
Look at all this space for more attractions.
You can see how they've updated the board completely for the social distancing, even though the park is yet to reopen, but they are quite ready.
Well, I could think of 3 attractions that'll be filling up those blank spots. Do we think we know any of the others?
What are those 3, Tony?
Well, one would be Spider-Man web crawlers, web brigade, web slingers. Thank you.
Slingers.
The Avengers one, whenever it comes, and then the Doctor Strange walkthrough attraction.
How come the Little Mermaid gets that little special thing at the end with the fancy font?
So does Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is a good attraction.
From a design perspective, it adds that it's more kid-friendly than others.
Same for Mike and Sully to the rescue.
What was it here on this attractions board that the day it opened there was a typo in it? I remember putting a picture up on Twitter, either on Laughing Place or my previous place of employment, and everybody was going nuts about it. And they fixed it like by the end of the day, but I don't remember what the attraction was when it opened.
I really need to check out previousplaceofemployment.com.
Yeah. What has opened recently at DCA that I would have been here for?
Soaring around the world?
Maybe.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2017.
Maybe that might have been it. I don't remember. It might have been something at Pixar Pier actually.
Pixar Pal Around.
It could.
The
that
Incredible.
actually might have been it. I forget how they spelled it, but it was wrong.
So if that
Inside Out, Emotional Whirlwind.
If the cute font indicates kid-friendly, what should they put after the Pixar pal around?
Little devil horns and that little.
It should be dripping in blood.
The green puke emoji, and then just a bunch of crying babies.
Tori Lyon says Pixar Pier. Is that what was what was typoed?
I guess so.
I remember there was one thing, I don't remember what it was for, but it was for a sneak peek, and they spelled it peak, like mountain peak.
Yeah, that was another error that I found, and I'm pretty sure they fixed it because I pointed it out, or I'm sure other people also pointed it out. But
Have we shown
that
the
was-
Carthay circle seating as we're walking by it?
oh, right, that's what we're supposed to be looking at. I got distracted, sorry. But yeah, when they did the Onward sneak peek at the Tomorrowland Theater, they had spelled it P-E-A-K, like a mountain, and not P-E-E-K, like you're looking at something. And that was fixed eventually as well.
Well, let's do a streamception with the guy doing the food that you just walked by.
No, that's not. That's not. As you can see, it's nice and spread out and beautiful. Can't wait to see.
I would go just to do this. Like this just looks, and I, having been in Florida for so long, like California weather is still the most beautiful weather to me. I don't know why I left it sometimes, but that's a whole other topic. But I would love to eat outside like this at Carthay.
So right now, to eat here, you walk up once you're in the park to get a return time. You do not make your reservation outside the park or mobile order. It's table service, right? It's been grab and go.
What's
It's
that?
table service.
Yes. Yeah, you can see the waiters coming around. Oh man, he got that new Trader Sam shirt that I missed at that Enchanting Extras.
Up the planner, buy it from him.
Yeah, I know. Put the camera down and go take care of business, Mike.
That the Celestino's 5, the 5-finger discount.
I figured discount. Tori says reservations sold up within 30 minutes of opening.
Wow.
Well, that's good to know. That's for Carthay Circle? I guess.
Carthay, yeah.
I don't think it's for award wieners, Doobie.
You may want to check on that.
So definitely check though. We've heard some stuff about Carthay and exactly how they're doing stuff that's a little confusing. So don't give up.
Well, we got some helicopters flying over restricted airspace.
Do you think that's the news showing people?
I think it's the news. It's got to be.
The news showing people in DCA.
Aren't we doing that?
We're not the news. We're a theme park website.
Which is theme park news. Doobie, have some pride in your creation.
I do. I'm happily a travel writer. I don't do news. That was an intentional decision on my part.
All right, never mind. Retracted. Hey, everybody, look at how to get a reservation at Carthay Circle.
You know what this makes me think of is
Okay, sorry, I should put this. Tori said more might open later, so don't give up.
I was just thinking about Oogie Boogie Bash last year. I guess that was 2019 when they had all like the dark clouds rolling in this backdrop here. It's so cool looking.
Schmoozy is not something I would have guessed would have lasted from day one DCA. Oobla.
Not only Schmoozies as a place, Schmoozies as that neon sign that's been there since opening day. The rest of the park has had some kind of lift, but the Schmoozies sign is like day one DCA.
You cannot top perfection.
You
Does
can
award
almost
winner-
picture the body sock guys, the alien things that they had that one time.
Does the award winner seem to have his normal menu?
Oh, let's
Is it-
take a look.
yeah.
We can take a look right now.
I like that marquee. That's new. That wasn't opening day DCA.
That
Oh,
was
this-
not opening day.
This was built recently for when it was after they opened Mickey's PhilharMagic here.
It was
Right?
shortly after, I think, yeah.
Did you say Jim?
Okay, what do we got? A hot link corn dog. Oh, so they do have the corn dogs here now. I think people were excited about that.
They did change it though. It used to have that silver thing.
Cheddar cheese stick and an original corn dog. Oh, so it's only corn dogs now.
It's only corn dogs now?
It's right now. It's only corn dogs. I guess to make up for the fact that we can't get over to the corn dog castle or whatever that is over on the
And what's
boardwalk area.
apple pie funnel cake thing? Can you zoom in on that?
Somebody was asking about that earlier.
There it is, $8.99. Oh, Mike, how do you pass that up?
It would make me very, very sick.
Guess
I
that's
thought
out.
we were under the impression Mike can't eat food.
Yeah, so good to know. Corn dog menu this week, or for the time being, at Award Wieners.
What do they have at the corn dog castle?
Not
they have
available, not accessible.
Ward Wingers has a cheddar cheese stick too, which for us vegetarians is yummy.
We were talking about it a lot, but we do not know if Schmoozies will be opening. As of right now, it's not on any list for offerings that will be coming.
You can't get that far down the street.
On the other side of the rope. That's still a theme park.
I do like this view right now. It's nice and serene.
I can't tell. Being one of my favorite things at California Adventure, right there on the right, the animation building, it looks like it got painted. Like it seems to pop more. I don't know. Is that my imagination? You've been there more recently than I have.
I would say a lot of the stuff, as I've been walking around, everything looks like it's been freshened up and touched up. So it wouldn't surprise me, because like even these like archways over here looked like they had been repainted. But I maybe I just haven't been here in so long that I'm not sure. But I think maybe they took the time during the lockdown when the park was closed and still is closed to touch up a lot of this stuff.
DCA, for those of you can't believe it like me, turns 20 years old in just a couple months. 20 years old. And Hollywood Boulevard looks almost identical as it did on opening day.
Except for the lack of giant elephants and archway.
The entrance has definitely changed. Hollywood Place over on the left is very much changed. But just looking down towards the clouds with Off the Page and Gone Hollywood, Schmoothies, Ward Wieners, animation building.
Well, you want to know why? That animation building is the best thing at California Adventure. So
why do you just keep saying that, Tony? It certainly was on opening day. I would not disagree with you.
Maybe that's why. Well, I know why I hold it so fondly, but
just the lobby, though. Outside the lobby, it wasn't that impressive, was it? Drawing Mushu and Beast Library.
Well, you never drew Mushu. It was just a theater show about the creation of characters, and then it was oh my gosh,
the Beast Library,
the Sorcerer's Workshop, which is where you did play with the zoetropes and everything. And then Ursula's Grotto, where you would record the voices.
Look at this little moth or butterfly flapping around. Do you guys see that?
Yeah. Got you here, Mike. Mel,
am I that boring for you guys when I talk about animation stuff that you guys would rather follow a moth and butterfly?
I got distracted. I'm like a squirrel or a dog chasing a squirrel, I guess.
Mello73, who I called Mel073 the first time, says, do you need a reservation? If you're referring to the park, no. You get there, you get your name on a list. They call you back when it's time. If you're referring to Carthay Restaurant, when you get inside the park, you then say, hey, I want to eat here. And they tell you, do they tell you when to come back, or do they just give you a buzz when it's your turn? Do you know?
To come into Buena Vista Street?
No, for Carthay Circle.
That part of the information escaped me. I'm sorry.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
When we get a reservation for Buena Vista Street, is it a timed reservation for Carthay Circle? Was it a timed reservation, or are they just going to text you?
The guy said that you would get a text message, and then you would have 15 minutes to come back.
Okay.
So it wasn't a specific time. It was just you get the text in 15 minutes. So Make sure you're hungry whenever that is.
Let's go over here. We haven't gone over here by the Elias and Company entrance.
Okay. Well, he was asking,
This is a good question. Do we know if they can bring pre-existing popcorn buckets for refill or whatever?
You got to leave my cat up there for a moment.
What's that?
Doobie likes
I
prison
don't
Mike.
even know if they're selling popcorn. Like, it doesn't look like there's any. Oh, it is. It is.
What's the notice?
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is just a long like COVID checklist.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
That is very interesting.
I think it's no popcorn is being sold right now. I think it's just beverages at this kiosk.
That's definitely Christmas music.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got Christmas music going.
Very
You're
good.
right.
Wait. Well, you're right. It is.
Oh, they have that Black Widow dress in here.
That's cool. That's a really nice dress with the Black Widow symbol on the front. That's gonna be scary.
And the Haunted Mansion one here.
Not nearly as scary.
Both great options to wear to a Christmas party.
If your girlfriend's wearing the Black Widow dress and ask you to go on the Pixar Pal around, think twice.
Think twice anyway going on the Pixar Pal around. Hey, Mike.
Oh.
It's so creepy. I didn't notice it first. And I was like, that guy's waving. And like, oh, it's
Okay. We've been at this for an hour and a quarter.
Is that Clark Gable?
Certainly got the mustache going. So we're going to wrap it up?
I think so.
Okay,
Give
let's
it a
go over
second.
back to back to
final
Carthage
question.
Circle.
If you walk over, if anyone has a final question before we wrap it up here.
I'll go back to Mickey and Walter.
Can you reiterate again, how long was it between when you put your name in and when you got in the park?
Well, I joined the virtual queue around 10:30, and I got called to join the line. I got the comeback text or whatever, the return text. What time would that have been? It would have been around 1, I think.
Okay.
So that was
How
2.5 hours. But I got in line this morning before 9 a.m. So really, it was.
It took from 9 to 10:30 before you could get your name checked in.
Correct.
And then about 1, you got called back, and then, but from the time you got called back until you actually got in the park was another half hour.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
So ideally, you would have been in the park at 9, and you actually got in about 1:30 when you had everything together.
Yeah, if I had stayed in the car and parked at the Simba parking lot with my wife, I would have been in at 9:45. But you can't win them all.
Ricardo, no, the park is not open that far. That restaurant is not open at all. You pick your ending spot, Mike, and we will let your arm rest.
I'm going to flip the camera around here one more time and say goodbye.
Oh, when he said say goodbye, I didn't realize.
He meant it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing he's gone. So, Tony, thank you for
Hi.
joining.
Yeah, you're welcome.
On camera.
Say that again?
I'm Doobie. We've been your voices in the studio. Mike was ending anyway, so the fact that we lost him now is okay. Thank you so much, Mike, for everything. Just like to remind you, we're going to be live again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Here he comes. And there we go. Okay, Mike, we'll let you in this.
Sorry, I accidentally closed the window, but I only wanted to flip the camera around so we could say goodbye.
All right. Go for it.
Goodbye from Buena Vista Street. I can't hear you, so I'm just saying goodbye.
Thanks, Mike. All right. We're going to be live from Epcot tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So please tune in for that, 9 a.m. Pacific time. And until then, thanks so much for joining us. Welcome back to DCA. It's been a blast. Bye, everybody.